Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Simply Colorful Fibercast. Today's date is June 19th, 2020. My name is Lynn Marquidant, and I am your host. Welcome. Grab a project, and let's see what we can accomplish together. Tonight, I'm going to make a mask from beginning to end. I know I've made them periodically, different kinds. I just thought that because I have a big order that I'm working on and I still have to finish, I thought tonight, once and for all, I would go beginning to end on how I make this mask that has the elastic on the side. So it's not the tie one, it's the one that you can wear quickly around your ears. So grab a project, let's see what we can accomplish together in 60 minutes. As always, make sure to join your friends, all of our friends, and chat in the YouTube chat. And let's get started. Oh, and this is the mask pattern. There's so many mask patterns out there. This one is from Cricut, the website Cricut. I do not have a cutting machine that cuts the mask patterns. I just use scissors, but I like their pattern. And basically, what we're going to do in a nutshell is, well, first off, we're going to make this. It's an adult medium. They also have adult large and then youth small, medium, and youth large. So if you need a pattern for a smaller child, that's a good place to go for a smaller one. I have made 15 of 3 different kinds. So I've made 45 of these. I still have to put the elastic in them. They have all been the adult medium. Now I have to make 5 of the adult large. So these could be very big. What I wanted to do is make one, show you from beginning to end, and then if I have time, I'll make the other 4. Does that make sense? Okay, so let me get this. So simple. Here are the 2 pattern pieces that you need. This is the front of the mask. You need 2 of these. I've cut a circle in it because my mask happens to have a embroidered monogram. If you can see that. I know it's hard to see, but it's like that. And when I did the embroidery first, and then I put my pattern onto my fabric, and I line it up underneath that open circle, and then I draw my pattern and I cut it out. So I need 2 of those, 2 pieces for the front, and then for the lining, I need 2 pieces, which are right here. And I've cut them out of this cotton, right? I've got my machine. It has green thread, and now I'm going to show you how easy this is. Put the 2 front pieces together. Oh, and I do use 2 feet on this, I have to tell you. I use my 97D, and then I use my 10D. And let's see. So the 97 is for straight stitching, and I put it on my quilting, so it is a 2.0 stitch, nice and tight. And I use 1/4 inch. So I sew that together. Now I sew my 2 lining pieces together with 1/4 inch down the middle. Okay. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, I have a thread in my machine. Okay, so let's get, oh, and I received something in the mail that we'll have to open up together. We'll put that right there so it will remind us. And you'll see I have lots of elastic now. Okay, so now I've sewn the front and the back together. You want to iron the seam to one side. I don't even clip it, iron them both toward one side. So here's the top of the mask. I'm ironing it, putting that at the top, and then I'm ironing the seam to the right. If you iron them both the same way, they will nest. But before I nest them, now I want to do a top stitch. You can see on each of these, there's a top stitch on the front and the back. I just want these to be really sturdy so that you can wash them and rewear them. So what we do is, this is where I put on my other foot that has my guide, my edge guide. I use this foot a lot. And I think we're okay. I think I got the piece of thread out. If I didn't, the machine will tell me. Oh, okay. So put on 10D. Oh, and I hope you all are enjoying summer is coming. Okay, and then I want to put my needle over 4 that way, and then my top stitch up to 2.3. Okay, so I'm going to start here. And I keep my finger on the seam so that it's as flat as it can be. There's the front, the back, and now we'll do the front. Okay. Oh, hello, everyone. Hi, Leah. You're making masks. Hi, Kathy. Oh, awesome. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Marcella. Hi, KB. Okay, so now we've done a top stitch on 2 of them. Now we put 2 pieces together. The top of the back nests into the top of the front. And I have been doing 1. Oh, whoops. Before I do that, I forgot. On the inside of the mask, on this finished one, we need to finish, this mask can hold a filter if you want. And so the inside needs to be finished off. So what we do is we go over here and I turn it under twice. It should be a scant 1/4 of an inch. This is a perfect application for this iron. It gets hot enough for this. Okay. So do my starter. So there's one side. Oh, happy Friday, everyone. Sorry if you can hear the humming. I broke down and with Bob's help put the air conditioner in. It's over there. Ooh! What was that? Okay, now we sew the front to the back. Hi, James Marquidant. And Caitlin and Connor, are you there? Once I take a break, I'll get up close to the PC and see it. Hi to the Drew Marquidants and Molly and Tim and Juliana. Do I have that right? Okay, now I'm going back to my 97. This is probably the biggest pain, is switching my 2 feet. But when you're making lots of masks, it's fine. You do everything. You do all of one thing and then all of the other. Okay, so using 1/4 inch. Again, the seams are nested at the top. And there we go. Okay, so there we've done one side together. Now I keep it right sides together, and we go to the other side here and nest the seams. Aren't you curious what's in my mail? Oh, in some cases the mail is wonderful, in other cases it's not. So Leah, I was so glad your quilt had arrived. Marcella and I tracked a package from Massachusetts to Arkansas, and it took, what, 2 weeks to get there? Marcella, the package that went from Massachusetts to California arrived in 3 days. And we'll see how long the package to Georgia. So Becca, my Stitchy Home, if you're there, your quilt is all done and it looks beautiful. The tulip's really small. They sing. Okay, so now I've done both sides. That one's going to Georgia and it's going tomorrow morning. So we'll see how long that goes. Okay, so I've turned it inside out. This is another part that takes some time. Who's out there? Hi, Sue Whitford? Whitman. Thinking Whitman chocolate. Hi. Okay, now we want to prepare the mask for top stitching. So I iron it as open as I can. And if anything, I fold the inside a little bit more than toward the inside. What do I mean by that? This is the front of the mask. This is the back. When I'm ironing this top, I'm ironing it just so slightly so that the front, the seam is a little bit on the back. I hope that makes sense. And I know it's hard to see here. And I have to iron the edges. So I want to show you that. We're almost ready to string elastic. That's how fast this goes. Of course, you really want to iron it well so that it looks nice and crisp. On the Cricut website, it will tell you what size elastic you need for each of the sides. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're going to fold this over, this flap over, and that's what the elastic is going to go through. But before we do that, hi, Linda Grant. I'm pressing, oh, your Hunter Star blocks tonight. Wonderful. Aw. Okay, but first, so I've ironed this all. Now what I need to do is do my top stitch all the way around it. All the way around. Oh, Linda Grant, I was thinking of you today. I don't know quite why. Forget. Where was I? Oh, I have to change my foot again. Okay. So, 10D. Marcella, it was nice to hear that you had Berninas. Marcella said she got her first Bernina 30 years ago and it's still working, which is great. I think I've told you I made the mistake of trading in my first Bernina. My only other Bernina. No, that's not true. That's not true. This is my third Bernina. Okay. Now. Okay. We are ready to rock and roll. Okay. This is going to be a very big mask. Again, this is for an adult large. Maybe a man with a beard. Okay, so we've gone all the way around this. And we're almost done with the how-to. Okay, so I've sewn all the way around it. Now all I need to do is fold each side over so that it matches the front. I mean the back. So it lines up with the back. That. Okay. So we've sewn that side. Still have to do this side. Hi, Pat. Oh, wonderful. Machine quilting. Excellent. Do I see Billy out there? Oh, and Carol Bell. Hi, Carol. I hope your first week back to work is going okay. And that people have learned how to wear masks. Carol was at Open Sew on Wednesday, and we were talking about how people wear masks differently. And she said some of the people that were on her bus must talk out of their chin because that's how they were wearing the mask. Okay, so that is all the sewing we need to do. Hopefully you can see that. Now all we need to do is cut a piece of elastic and thread it through each side and tie it. And I'm going to use a 10-inch piece of elastic for each side. And I'm pretty precise because you just want it to be even when someone puts it around their neck. And then to thread the elastic, there are all different ways you can do it. I use this big, what is this, a darning needle or a knitting needle finisher. And I thread my 1/8 of an inch braided elastic through, and I tie a square knot. In the elastic. And I try to leave maybe a 1/2 an inch on either side. And then I feed this through the channel. I'm going to put this one on and we'll see how big it is. And then that's done. Now we'll do the other one. Just take your needle. I promise the how-to is almost over, and then we'll see what's in the bag. Oh, and then we'll talk about the quilt behind me. Think Myrtle Beach and Nipmuc Regional High School. So right over left and then left over right. Pull it taut and then feed it back through the channel. And there you go. And you have your elastic. So let's see. Okay. Yep, it's very big, but I think that will be perfect. So let's compare them. There's that one. That's the adult large. Here, we'll put this one a different color. That's the adult medium. So they're just a skosh bigger. Maybe this one is like 1/4 of an inch all the way around on this pattern seams. So that's how to make a mask. That's it. Hi, everyone. Who else is out there? Tanya. Hello. So nice to see you live. It's been maybe years. Oh, I'm so glad everyone's out there. Cherish, hi, out in Denver. Oh, Linda, that's right. She's still using her Bernita purchase 45 years ago with my tax refund. Isn't that great? Wow. Oh, thank you, Tanya. I don't, but thank you. I've got COVID 20 going on over here. Okay, so I need to keep these big ones separate. I hope you're well, Tanya. So nice to know you're out there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put that back in my pile. All of these are going to get shipped tomorrow, so that'll be good. Okay, so let's put our pattern away and let's open our bag. For those of you who've been watching the last few weeks, you're going to say, oh, that's right. That's what she did. Remember our COVID grad quilt? Uh-oh, in 2 different pieces. What's up with that? Well, I am making one for a Boston College grad. Hi, Carol Oulette. I'm so glad you're out there. This is for Grace's quilt. Boston College Eagles, and, oh, it feels good too. I did happen to see this at Joanne Fabric in Milford. I don't know if it had this good a hand, if it felt this good quality, but very fun. Well, that was it. But it's always fun to get packages. I ordered 4 yards, so they must have sent 2 and 2. Let's see if they sent any paperwork. Yep. So it came from College Fabrics. Oh, there isn't much here. If you need support, at fantasticsportsstore.com. NCAA Boston College tone-on-tone cotton, 4 yards. That's cool. I don't need it all one piece. If I did, I wouldn't be very happy if it was in 2, but I wanted to share that with you. Okay. So now I'm just going to, because we're on a roll, I have 4 more of these to sew up. Let's see if we can get a few done. And then you can see we can do this. Hey, who found me? Colleen. Hello. I know, this darn YouTube, it's so hard to find the link these days. I'm so glad you did. How are you? How are you? They've changed it again, so, you know, you never know. I might figure out once again how to schedule these and then put the link on YouTube, but baby steps. I'm making masks, man. I can't do tech too. Okay. Oh, change my foot. I'm going to go down to 2.0 because I want these stitches to be nice and tight. So I'll do my 4 fronts. Oh, I know. I wanted to talk about the fact that today is Juneteenth, also known as Jubilee Day. It is 155 years since the emancipation of all slaves, the end of the Civil War. And it's a day to celebrate Black freedom. And yes, I have had to learn all of that. So hopefully you have too. And it's another example of how these protests work, because it gets those who don't have a voice, gives them a way to give them a voice and remind others, other human beings, what we should be paying attention to. Okay, so now I'm doing the lining. These are pretty. Here's one that I made with gardening material. And that fits better. Steams up my glasses though. I still like the ones with the ties. I made a couple of extra ones with the ties for Jude and Eric. So they both have the D, the red D and the green D. And then this one has green on the inside and this one has red flower. The nice cotton ties. And once you wash this, you can, it really wears well. Anywho, we're getting through this, aren't we? I hope you all are doing okay. Oh, for any of the patrons out there, we would love to have you join us on Open Sew. We're having so much fun. It's usually just a handful of us, and we do a Zoom call on Wednesdays and Saturdays. You can jump on for 10 minutes or you can sew for literally 10 hours. It's my Zoom room, and you're welcome to use it if you're a patron. And it's just a nice way to check in if you want a little company while you're sewing. Okay, so now I'm just going to do what we just did, which is what we did before, which is iron all of these center seams to one side. Okay, while that's warming up, I'm going to change my foot. Yay! Okay. Hope everyone's gardens are doing well. I've been watering mine, though. I haven't been fertilizing them, and I really have to get out there and get some fertilizer or some compost floating around. These masks are big. Did I see you're going to the vineyard, James? That will be great. Oh, behind me is one of 3 lap quilts I'm making for a family that was in Upton for many years. And then she and her husband moved to Myrtle Beach. And I'm surmising this from the t-shirts, so I really don't know that much, other than the few times we've talked on the phone. And it's just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 t-shirts. And it's going to be have these 2 batik colors. This batik and this batik in between to form the sashing, and then the backing is going to be this luscious blue, like blue ocean. So that's the next project. It's supposed to be done by the 20th, but it will not be done because, and she said I could have a few days, because she is coming up from Myrtle Beach up to Upton, so I have a few more days. Okay. Now we these over. So now we're getting into the slow sewing part of the hour. We're out of news. Many of you have switched the channel, which I understand. Others of you are asleep by now with your iPad in your bed, which I would understand, especially like Carol. It's midnight plus. Actually, it's even later than that, isn't it? Hi to Linda and Diane out west, and Maggie. Are you back from Maine? Cherish, will you get to go see your relatives in Maine? See, so we're just cruising through this. It's much easier to do more than one at a time. There we go. See, so now we have a flag of masks. And cut them apart. And for the linings, see, this is the repetition part. This is how we'll really learn how to make them. Now for the linings, we have to turn under twice each side. A scant 1/4 of an inch. How is everyone doing with the pandemic? It's hard to know what you can do these days. I saw there was even a backup, traffic backup going to the Cape. So Christine, I think, is already there, and I bet Jean's already there. Okay, almost done with all 4 of them. So next week, we might be back on our COVID grad quilt for the BC quilt. Or we might do something totally different. I'm not sure yet. Oh, who's there? Empty message from Jean. Hey, Becca, my stitchy home. Your quilt is going in the mail tomorrow morning. And it looks awesome, with one caveat. When I embroidered the label on the back, it looked beautiful, the embroidery did. It's a little bit smaller, it blends right in. I placed it a little bit lower than I should have. So you're going to see that when you bind it, there are 3 lines of the 4 you'll be able to see on the bottom. The 4th line that says Quilted by Lynn will be in your binding. It goes off the bottom. I hope that's okay. Of course, you don't know that till I got all the way through. And it's because I took a very small top seam. Hello, what's going on here? We have to take this out. I was too busy talking. Becca. I hate to pull it out that way. Okay, and I'm just doing the other side. Time sure does fly. Okay, so now we have the 4 fronts and the 4 backs. I wonder what we can get done in the next 15 minutes. Think we can get them put together? I think it's going to be close. Might not get the elastic in. I knew there was a reason it wasn't nesting. It's upside down. There's one. So you get your top and your top right sides together that you've reinforced with an extra seam. Top and top. I've been getting more news flashes, trying to take a page from my mother. And my friend Roxanne swears by Google Home now. She says she can set up all sorts of voice commands. Oh, yeah, no, I need the other foot. Anyone else out there use Google Home? Ooh, who's there? My quilty home. My stitchy home. Well, I'm sure I'll love it all the same. If I can't read the 4th line after binding it on, I can sew on a little tag to say quilted by you. We'll know. You don't have to. You and I will know. It's a beauty. And thank you for understanding. Couldn't believe I did that. Oh, who wants to go on a retreat when this is all over? A sewing retreat. Just to have some time to sew together, break bread together. That means eating. So I'll do all the tops and then I'll do all the bottoms. I still have the right sides together. And sometimes I have to go back over this. I treat it more like a basting stitch. Like that, this one that I just did, the second half, I only, the seam only turned out to be 1/8 of an inch. So I go back up here. And now I do a proper 1/4 of an inch seam. Which really works well because not only does it have a good fit, it also reinforces that seam. Okay, now let's see. That seam needs help too. There we go. Okay, now we'll do the bottom seam. How are we doing? Okay, we have 10 minutes left. Woohoo! Wow, I love that Tanya's out there. I think Tanya's one of our original viewers. Back in 2014 when we started this. OMG. Becca, you've been doing yours channel for a few years now, or at least 1 year. My Stitchy Home. You all do such nice work. Leah, the applique on your ABC quilt was beautiful. Did you finish your apron? Okay. How are we doing here? Most of these, I guess. They need, okay, this bottom one needs to be done. Did anyone happen to see the picture of the bear at my sister's house? Yikes! I think the latest I heard is that there were cubs around too. Okay. So there's one turned inside out. This one looks good. We can turn this one inside out. I'm going to do this one again. Oh, this one still has one more to go. Take this one out. Hey, Mom! Hi! Mumsy, mumsy, mumsy. I meant to ask, I don't know if you're still there. They were surf casting down, my mom was surf casting, and I was wondering what you were fishing for. If it was bass or bluefish or what. Oh, this one needs to be reinforcements. Okay. Oh, 5 more minutes. We might get one more. But we've made a lot of progress. I feel good about what we've accomplished. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 all ready for top stitching. I can do one more top stitch. I just want to make sure I said hi. 1 year on May 4th. Way to go, Becca. Wow. I'll put elastic on these in front of the TV. Or probably I'll do it tomorrow, and then I will get them in the mail. What I do is I give them a good press, each of them, and I put them into Ziploc, each one into a Ziploc bag. A nice, clean, brand name Ziploc bag. And then I send them down to Jude. Okay. Iron this. And then we'll do one more top stitch, and then I think that will be it. So I've ironed everything under. Oh, wrong foot. Oh, and I got all the thread caught. Well, this will be a good way to round out our hour. Part of sewing is getting the machinery to work, right? Woo, we have a nest. Well, I tell you what, I won't fix that. I just want to make sure I said hi. Oh, Mom says she was fishing for bass. Cool. Yep, I'm making a lot of masks. can't really read it. Oh, my tomato and pepper plants are pitiful, but my Dresdens look really good. Aww. Cool. You guys, I'm so glad you're out there. Apron is done. This is how I read. I go up and down and all around. KB said she made 2 masks this week and it was enough for me. You're being so productive. Thank you, KB. This is going to be it for me for a few days anyway. Well, everyone, I'm so glad to see you out there. I was thinking about this. Remember to do something you love. And the fact is that you usually love things that you do well. So do something that you do well. And then you'll be doing something most likely that you love. And it will be a wonderful thing. So thanks for joining me here. Thanks for keeping me company. And I will see you next Friday night right here on Fibercast. Be well, everyone. Be safe. Happy summer. Enjoy the heat. Oh, put on your sunscreen.